Hello and welcome to another one of ADemonicShadow's review and trophy review. This one on Infamous Second Son. Before we continue, I do want to let you know this is spoilers, at least for the powers in the game, because I will be showcasing all the powers, or at least not necessarily all of them, but I'll showcasing some of the powers I have and some of their unique advantages. So if you actually do want to have that spoiled for you, you might as well just go ahead and go ahead and stop the video now. Now moving on, one of the things I do want to say about this game is that this game is extremely fun. There's very few things I don't like about this game. They did do a few things right. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the story. The story of the game takes place after Infamous 2 with a good ending, where the Conduit's powers reawakening again. Not everyone was, or at least it didn't kill everyone who has powers awaken. And you control Desmond, who, and it's pretty much his story of being either a good guy or a bad guy, either saving the world or destroying it. As you can see here, I am evil, represented by my red jacket and red clothing. Desmond himself, he's pretty interesting. Not necessarily as diverse. He doesn't tell. He's not. He's an interesting character himself. His character, not necessarily growth, but dialogue and personality itself could have been better. And that's one of the things I don't really like about him, is that his character probably wasn't fully developed, I would say. But nevertheless, he's at least unique. He at least has different personalities. It's definitely when it comes down to being good and being bad. Of course, his being bad attitude is all cocky and everything, while his good is willing to, help everyone. As standard in Infamous games, good and evil, being good, being bad, gives you different powers and unlocks and everything like that. So, as being bad, I have access to things that being good won't have. I'm able to, let's see, some of my powers, at least for my neon, because in the game there are 4 different powers. There's concrete, there's your melee, which is not a power, but there's, concrete, which you get at the very ending. There's smoke, video, and neon, which are your standard powers. Of course, you get smoke first, neon second, video last. My favorite being either video or neon or concrete. Not even, they're just fun to use. But like with neon, with the little light speed thing that I was doing with evil, is that I can go on forever. But what is it? Which I can do forever with the status bubble, which is pretty much a grenade. When you use it, it put your enemies in the air, and then they're easy picking. I have a deadliest status, but with good, they have laser focus, extended range, so it's pretty cool. Just being good or being good or being evil changes just how your powers work, and gives you other things that that the other side wouldn't do. So of course, you'll be playing the game twice to get good and evil ending. Just like with normal and Infamous, where you draw your power from certain things, it's the same way here, but depending on what you draw from gives you a different type of power. As you can see marked on the map is different shades, or little dashes of color, I should say. And absorbing different energy gives you different powers. So I'm gonna do concrete as soon as I dying here. I'm dead. But hold on, let me try that again and get some concrete. Show you some concrete powers. If I can find it again. But this game is relatively fun. You can a lot of things are different, just being good and being evil. Like being good, you don't have this type of, you do have a neon weapon, but some of your melees are entirely different. Some of your attacks are entirely different. So that's a neon. Let's do video. But as you can see, once again, this is a very fun game to just play. So as you see, exhort video. Video gives you your own sets of movesets and everything like that. You have this glide instead of the phantom, the endless running. You have this type of glide thingy, which, as you can see, is pretty cool. You have your standard, attacks, because each power has their default attack, which is different for each one. Video is more of a rapid one. Then you have your type of grenade, which is sending swords out. Then you have your etc. I would say this one summons demons to fight for you, and you turn invisible a certain amount of time. Of course, you have aiming, and absorb more. Just switch at will. So you have your grenade, which is the stasis. You have your rocket. Sorry, it's your rocket. For video, instead of having grenade, you have the going stealth. Kind of look for some. What you got, guys? And then you have smoke, which you start off with, which you get right here. Doesn't have fun movement mechanics like the other ones, but whatever. Ox. Nice. Pretty cool. Because I'm trying to do one of the special moves. Which it requires you getting a certain amount of kills in a certain amount of time. Trying to do it before it runs out. Because each one has their own, which is also something pretty cool. There you go. So right now I'll be doing the smoke one, which is the one you guys all seen from the demo. Which I don't need to show that off. It's the one where he jumps up then jumps down. My favorite one is either video or neon. But relatively fun game, relatively short. That's probably the only downside I have about the game, is that the game is short. And not necessarily just short in gameplay, but everything is lacking, I should say. Like the characters, they're pretty cool characters, very interesting. I would like to know more for them, because unfortunately in the game it doesn't tell you everything about the characters. So the character development, the backstory to the characters could have been more. The powers themselves, there's only 4 powers. It's kind of lacking only having 4 powers. I wish there was more. With all the other characters, stories would be interesting. They're interesting people, but it would be nice to have more. The map itself, the map's pretty big. I'm not saying it's the biggest infamous map, but the map's pretty big. It definitely could have been better. Bigger. But that's necessarily the only complaint I have about this game, is that it just could have been bigger in all aspects. So it kind of feels like not necessarily an indie game, but not necessarily a full-fledged game. It's definitely not as small as an indie game, but it's definitely not as big as a full-fledged game. It's definitely in the middle. But overall, really good game to get. The graphics of the game are amazing. It definitely showcases what the PS4 can do. But I'm just kidding. This is videos. Power. He summons demons. It's angels if you're good. And they come crashing down. Very flashy. Unfortunately for concrete, I have to drain it from someone. But I think everyone's been demolished. Because here's smoke. One of the things I do like about this game that I probably won't be able to see because I did them all is that you can do like a spray paint mini type of game, and you can actually just spray paint a wall. You have to follow, you know, certain button, not even buttons. You just have to do the analog stick in a certain way to spray paint. No, not even that. Sorry, you just aim with the controller. It's been a while since I played this game. But you just aim with the controller to spray, and you'll, you know, spray paint a can. I don't know where I can find one. I know I had one where I first started this review. So give me. One moment. I don't know where they're at by heart. Nope, you're dead. Video, just bear with me while I go ahead and process this. This is one of my favorite things about the game, and it's just some little spray paint game. Nothing too special. Oh yeah, that's right. You only have 2 dashes in the air for that. But it's one of the quickest way to climb up a building. Oh. There's one. But for good and evil, they both spray paint different things. Evil, of course, is more evil-like with destruction and stuff like that. But this is one of my favorite things in the game, is just spray painting stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, and of course melee attacks are different. As you can see, these are claws. Can't remember what they are for good guys, but I'll definitely switch to that in a moment. I do apologize. I'm having a little bit more fun with this game with focusing on the review. But once again, such a fun game. Definitely recommend that everyone try it. Especially if you played InFAMOUS. If you played InFAMOUS, you definitely need to play this game. Just to see where the story progresses, because I'm not entirely sure if they're going to do if they're necessarily going to do InFAMOUS Second Son 2, I guess what it would be called. I don't know. This is Neon's powers. Shoots all these dashes out, and then they all explode. Once again, very flashy. Let's see if I actually have a load. Good. Well, that pretty much was the review. Next we're gonna be moving on to the trophy review. So if you don't necessarily care about trophies, then you can pretty much just end the video right here. So collect all the trophies. Once again, is what you're gonna be looking for. Finish the game on expert difficulty. Just set it to expert difficulty as soon as you can. It's not really all that hard on expert. There's of course your finish on good, finish on evil. There's rescue 10 suspects if you're good. This is the good ability. They'll be marked on your map. Pretty much that's how all the trophies are for good and evil. Beat down 10 sign twirlers. As you can see, that's an evil thing. Take out 10 street musicians. That's obviously that's a bad guy. Beat evil thing. Beat 10 drug dealers. That's a good thing. They're relatively simple. And as you can see how different it is, because one of the other things in the game is that when you're evil, the game is a lot more dark, while if you're good, it's a lot more bright. You know, people are wanting to help. If you're good, people like you. Show you some concrete. You, because I'm a good guy. This is the concrete power. And once again, it's my favorite one to run around with. Oh, I don't have it up. But next, you can't do it forever, but this is running. I can definitely do it forever on my evil one. That's 100%. When you jump down, you turn into like Sonic for a little bit. Let me get to a higher rate. But freedom of speech. What did you call me for? You know, those are once again evil things. Someone your size is skip, can rescue conduct from angry mob, heal 10 civilians. Once again, those are all good things to do. Relatively simple. Finish off 10 wounded enemies or civilian. That's an evil thing. Once all marked on your map. All this is all marked on your map. Finish. Achieve level good karma level 5 or achieve level 5 evil karma. Once again, if you're good, you'll get the good one. If you're bad, you'll get the bad one. But that's the Sonic dodge right there. As you can see, they have different melee attacks. So collect all the blast shards. Collect all the blast shards. Once you'll need to unlock all the moves and abilities for the platinum, so you'll definitely do that, and they're a lot easier to find. Destroy half the DUP securities. Destroy all the DUP securities. Once again, locate on the map. You just destroy the cameras, and once you did them all, you'll get that trophy. Collect all the log information. Once again, are collectibles. These are marked on your map right here. Defeat all the DUP secret agents, which are all marked on your map. Complete the silent art, which is spray painting. Those are the ones you do have to kind of find, I believe. No, they're marked on the map. Never mind. Everything, as you can see here, is marked on the map. You just go here, spray paint, done. Complete a district showdown. Complete half the showdowns and half the district to complete all the showdowns. In order to do that, you have to pretty much clear an area to where it's 100% controlled by doing everything there. As you can see here, this is 94. This is 75. Over here, I actually have them cleared 16, 0. When you get to a certain percentage, you can actually do a mission to clear them out. Once you've done that for the entire city, you'll get that trophy. Destroy 5 cards in 5 seconds. You'll probably get just naturally playing the game, or at least being evil, as you don't really care. You just destroy everyone, kill everything. I'm a bad guy. Sorry. Yeah, these next ones are just pretty much just random stuff. Comet drop over 170 meters, which the comet drop is just this move where you just go really high and dodge down and attack down. Stay in the air for more than 45 seconds. This is one of the things you'll get towards the end of the game, because you need some of the upgraded abilities to make you stay in the ground for a lot longer. And defeat 10 enemies by donating ammo crates. There's ammo crates around enemies, or at least our bases. You just pretty much just blow them up. They'll blow them up. Very simple. Oh my gosh, I can't hit them. Actually, let me show you some video melee, because that has a different melee. Defeat enemies using 3 different power sources. That one's a little bit hard to do, because you just have to be around 3 different power sources. And then even then, you gotta make sure you don't kill them, which is another thing, so you have to really kind of watch what you do for that one. And with this one, you get an angel, which helps you fight your stealth. Get less swords, which are not really destructive. There's actually 2 red invents without touching the ground, and then comet drop on an enemy. That one was one I got early. Because you need to have smoke power. You need to go do 2 of those air dunks without touching the ground, and then you have to hurt an enemy. So definitely something you can do when you're entering into a new area where there's tons of enemies just running around. Comet drop on 3 coughing enemies. That is a smoke one. You just go to smoke. You have a smoke grenade, which everyone in the smoke area starts coughing, and then you just go quickly. You don't even have to go to a high building, or you can even do it from necessarily a high building. Just throw a grenade, everyone starts coughing, and then just drop to the ground. There's one for neon, which is hit 3 weak points for neon beam, which if I can find neon. When you aim, it kind of slows down time a little bit, and you can actually hit enemy weak points. One is for killing them, and another one is for trapping them. Be right here. See, bad, good. And you store drugs. Good job. Use Karmic Street to attack to defeat exactly 1 enemy. That one's a little bit challenging to do because you need to kill just 1 enemy and overkill it. But as you do, if you're good and you do good things, you'll build up your meter, which is on the left right there. If you're bad, just do evil things. Unfortunately, you just can't kill random civilians. You actually have to kill certain civilians or kill enemies. And that will build it up, and then you just use you hit down to use your super, and just do it on 1 enemy. Relatively easy. The secret trophies are pretty much all story related, either being good or being bad. So of course you're gonna have to do 2 playthroughs. It's just standard to do 2 playthroughs. I believe you can also do 1 playthrough and get all the trophies in 1 run. I'm not entirely sure. I did 2 playthroughs, which is probably the best way to experience any Infamous game. But that pretty much is the review and trophy view of Infamous Second Son. Or relatively good game. Only downside small. Pretty much want to thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. If you want to show your support for more reviews to come, you can go ahead and comment. You can go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. Sub if you're definitely looking for more content. And if you want my Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and all that good stuff, that will be in the description below. But other than that, I do want to thank you, and you guys enjoy the rest of your day.